They say the best things come from the worst shit.
YouTube, I need y'all to do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the like button and share this video at some point. Matter of fact, share it right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Right now for us. We appreciate that. I want to, this last story, Sam, man, we didn't have this in the lineup, but I remembered this one actually from yesterday. You know, my man T.I., which we love, you know, a lot, you know, put up a post on Instagram, and it had a lot of people talking, started up a lot of discussion in the hip hop community. And he says, any way you slice it, I'm the very best at what I do. Impossible to duplicate, except no substitutions. When you get done bullshitting, riddle me this: who since Pac has maintained as much consistency, diversity within music genres, businesses, and other opportunities? I'll wait. Sam, Matt, the question is on you. What do you think about what T.I. said about Tupac and who has, you know, kept the consistency and pretty much done what he's done, you know, overall in hip hop to date?
I have not done nearly the amount of work that T.I. did in music that we've done on this podcast. Again, we got a lot to do, work to do. But once a day, I get kind of compelled in myself to flex. Like, I really want to fucking just go ahead and say this on here or this on here, this on here. And I don't. And I don't because it's not up to us to say we the best. It's not up to us to give ourselves personal accolades. We got to put in the work and then let the people do that. No matter how much we feel as though it's justified. And I'm not arguing with what T.I. is saying. I'm not arguing with him, but you can't self-proclaim yourself that and not get any criticism. You got to let that body of work speak for itself. Now, I heard somebody, because I read that too, and I'm glad you brought that up, say Hove, and he said, with all due respect, did Hove do movies? So he's talking about the complete body of work. You can't argue with T.I. when it comes to certain things, but let the people say that. And I don't think the people are saying that right now. I think you're saying that.
So what do you think, though? Like, still, though, would you say that, would you put him in that, you know, category as being number one, you know, in that? Or would you say that there's other people like Jay-Z? Would you agree that Jay-Z, you know, has done more, even though he take movies out, but everything else, I mean, Jay-Z's killing it.
Yeah, oh yeah, Jay-Z's definitely killing it. Right. And I think that T.I.'s putting movies specifically in there so that he can talk about, I mean, when you look at Tupac for what he did on a conscious level, what he did in music, and then what he did in movies, and just the full body of work, I think that you can kind of see a blueprint to where T.I. is maybe trying to emulate that, his work out here in the streets when it comes to posting shit on Instagram and really getting active and doing things like that. And then he has the clothing lines, he's acting. So he can put himself in the conversation, but I think we got to really think about that. I don't think I want to make a knee-jerk reaction and say yeah or no, but you got to let the people do that. Though.
Yeah, I understand, but here's what I say, and I differ a little, you know, because it comes up sometimes when you look at it, all these guys kind of boast, man. Jay-Z boast, you know, Tupac used to boast. Everybody at some point, especially in the music, boast about how they're the best at this, about how they could take your girl, about how much money they got. It's common, but I do understand it. I think that T.I. has had an incredible career. You know, any way you look at it, he's going to be one of the legends, one of the greats. But I do agree with your point, though, when you say let the people, you know, line it up, let the accolades come in like that. I mean, hip hop is one thing, but I can think of a few people who have been killing it as well. But I don't think it even should be a comparison at this point. I think it's just, you know, everybody's winning and everybody can join up. You see him taking pictures, you know what I mean, with 50. You can see Jay-Z taking pictures with this person. You know, people are doing their thing, you know, collectively. I think that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So
50 Cent's a great person to put into that conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And this is my thing, because I have no problem with people doing their thing in the midst of the game. And what I mean by that is the bragging and the boasting. We see the people. We see Jordan do it, one of our favorites.
Right.
We seen Terrell Owens do it, one of our favorites. No matter where you look at, there's competitive people in any genre. We're very competitive people within the game of the game. Right. But when it talks about the Hall of Fame, when you're talking about sitting at the elite, the Mount Rushmore, you gotta let the people do that, man. And you're trying to put yourself somewhere right now where you already Mount Rushmore status.
So who's above T.I., Sam, man? Let's get to it. Who
and what though? And that whole
and all that he says, music genres, businesses, other opportunities, and we know, movies and consistency. Who don't exclude one category because you say Jay-Z doesn't do movies. We can still throw him in there too. You know what I'm saying? Who would you say is above T.I. right now? Just two people.
50. I'll
say Diddy and then Jay-Z.
I'm not gonna put Diddy in there. Now Diddy got more money than him.
Diddy's done a lot. He's done stuff, music, you know, liquor, you know, as well as a lot of other things, schools. You know, what
you're
I mean?
not excluding movies.
Media.
You're excluding movies.
No, I mean, I mean, you can't. I'm just because somebody don't have one category. I don't want to exclude them. What I'm saying, just because he didn't do movies. Nah, I don't. You
well,
can't.
In that context of the conversation, hell yeah, Diddy's up there. Diddy might be more than all of them. Damn near. I mean, him and Puff. I mean, him and excuse me, Jay-Z. Did you hear on the 2 Chainz album? He was talking about it was Uncle Sam or Sam. I forgot what the last track on the album. He was talking to Diddy about how he owed millions of dollars in taxes, and Diddy said, "Man, I owed 100. I gave 105." Shit.
Yeah.
Diddy's a boss, man.
Yeah.
I don't know too many people that be just going there giving 100 another 5 million.
I rock with T.I. though, man. Like I you know, he's one of my top ones. You know what I mean? I just like, you know, how he definitely, you know, and I like how he makes the comparison to Pac because he kind of embodies that spirit. You know, he got the revolutionary spirit. He's been to jail. You know, he's been, you know, in the trenches, and he still maintained, you know, that level, you know what I mean, of not only consistency, but he's been the same person. You know, he didn't really change. He's always speaking out about issues. He's never shucking, never jiving. So I you know, I salute him in that respect. But you know, I think there's some other people that you could probably definitely put ahead of him, but I don't like to do the comparison thing like that.
I've never even thought of this category. He's winning.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. For him. Right.
I don't put himself there. Maybe he felt as though somebody may have disrespected him behind the scenes on a business level or something like that, where he felt compelled to do this. Like I said, I've been in this situation before on a very lower scale than this, and I understand where that man is coming from. I just feel like when you start having these kind of conversations, you're putting in the body of work where you're not gonna have to say a word, brother. It's gonna be there, man. We got a ton of respect for you here, like old guy said, and a fan of your music, a fan of what you're doing, the platform. We're gonna give you some criticism, some jabs. We do that with everybody, man. But enjoy your stuff, brother, for real. And you there. You ain't gotta say it.
Right. Definitely. So salute, you know, T.I., man. Always some good subject matter, you know, on a podcast here. But yeah, man, another episode of the Uncensored Truth podcast is in the books. Make sure if you're listening to this Friday morning or wherever you're listening to this, tune in Friday night, 8 p.m. on the Uncensored Truth podcast channel to check us out live. And if you can, please just share the podcast with one other person. You know what I mean? That's pretty much all I got.